Welcome to the Golf Kingdom, and yeah, I'm a little ticked off. In fact, I'm ticked off at my crew, and that ends today. I'm so tired of this whole golfers aren't athletes thing. Yeah, when I get inside, here's what we're doing. We're having the Golf Kingdom Olympics. I'm gonna put this golfers aren't athletes thing to a rest once and for all. I need my golf costume to wear on the show. I'm grabbing that, I'm going in, and it's time for the Golf Kingdom Olympics. It's on.
Have you forgotten why you call me Slash?
You ain't winning this race.
On your marks, get set, go!
According to this, boxing requires gloves.
Say what?
And stay down, golf boy.
'88. Okay, Bear, you're up.
15. 16.
Hey, Bear, let me spot you. Go. Go. Come on. Push. Push. Come on, look at 80 more to go to catch me. Come on. Come on. Oh, gosh. Sorry, man. Okay, let's begin the shooting part of the competition now.
Guys, is this such a good idea?
Oh, just stop. Stand still, would you?
Stop. We're not doing this. Get in there and do your show.
Oh, man. You know, I still win then. Golly.
Whose Honda Civic is that?
Thank you. I am the Golf Kingdom Olympics champion, and I'm here to help you become a champion on the golf course. Let's bring in our blueprint and look at what we're doing on the show. We're going to start off right away with the Golf Kingdom history lesson. Yes, we're going to look at 3 different golf swings of mine through history. I'm going to show you how it went wrong and how you can avoid that. Then we're going to have a Build It segment where we grab some chopsticks to help all 3 parts of your game. In the middle part of the show, it's a visit to the Golf Kingdom kitchen and a putting service announcement where I give you a specific tip to make sure you're thinking the right way about making more putts. Then, in the bottom section, right before time to rise, we're going to talk about equipment. Yes, I've got 5 different shafts I hit, and I'm going to show you what happens when you hit the wrong shafts for your game. Are you ready? It's been the Olympics, and it's time to build here in the Golf Kingdom. Well, after my great Olympic conquest here in the Golf Kingdom, we're going to talk about my golf swing, and I'm going to show you how it went south due to some bad ideas that my coaches were giving me on my swing. So let's historically look at my golf swing here. So we're going to go back, first swing here. This is 1992, so pause it right there. So in the start back of this golf swing here from 1992, what you see is at this point, look at how stretched my arms are. Look at how wide my arms are and how nice a shift I have going back. I've got a nice shift to my trail side going back. My arms are nice and stretched. I'm nice and shifted over there. Now run it again for me. So we're going to go to the next spot here on the swing. So what you're going to see is the stretched arms now are going to go to the top of the swing. And because I've stretched to the right, I'm going to come down to impact and see, look at that nice lineup I have an impact. An impact, I'm nice and lined up. I'm not leaning backwards at all. I'm not arched this way a lot. I've got a nice on top of an impact position. Play it again. So we're going to go from impact and we're going to go to the finish. And what you're going to see is at finish right here, boom, we stop. I'm straight up and down. I'm lined up really, really good. So the golf swing here has gone nice little stretch shift to the trail side, good to the top, staying to the right, lined up at impact, not a lot of arch back, not a lot of backward head movement. And then a nice up and down balanced finish, a little kickstand up on the right toe, lots of turn coming through. Next swing, here it comes. Let's look at what happened after I was told to not get so wide going back. So you look at this one. So not so wide going back. What you see is I'm starting to bend this arm a little bit. So as I start to bend this arm, I don't get that great shift to the trail side now. Now go to the top, the next part of this swing. So once again, it's going to zoom in and show you I'm not quite in such a great position. Now at the top, we stop. And as you see at the top here, I'm a little more centered in my turn. I haven't got this good stretch going back, so I'm not getting shifted to the trail side as well. Now start down, the next little segment here. What you're going to see as we come through, we start down at impact, you're starting to see me lean back a little more here at impact, because remember, in science, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when I get shifted here, I'm definitely going to move that way. When I stop shifting and start staying here and come down, my tendency and everybody else's tendency is to rock back a little bit into impact. Now let's look at what happens to impact, looks what happens to the finish of this swing here. Take us through the finish, and you start to see the finish isn't quite so nice. It's got a little bit of back in it. So this is from, the first one was 92, this is 98. Now let's go to 2004, and you're going to see a dramatic change here. Okay, so hit play. The next swing is going to be from 2004. Freeze it right there. Now you really see what's going on. You can really see I'm nowhere near as wide here. You can see lots of bend in this trail arm. Now from there, as we go to the top here, what you're going to see as you go to the top, and you can see that zoomed in version of that trail arm. Now you can see I am starting to lean towards the target a little bit. I am not getting turned behind it and shifted behind it. I am getting tipped a little bit over the front leg this way as I go back. Remember the opposite reaction thing. Now coming down, I'm going to start going backwards. Hit play again for me. So we're going to play it down to impact. Starting to see a lot more curve backwards at impact here. Come through to the finish, hit play again, and you're going to see a totally different look in the follow through here as I get through to the finish. It is definitely not as far forward in the finish. Definite difference. So remember, you've got to get the right stuff in your swing. I was getting the wrong stuff. It was affecting my swing because 92 was one of my best years as a tour player. Keep this in mind when you're working on your games. Well, the Olympics are the biggest athletic competition in the world, and this is going to be your biggest build-it segment in the world. I'm going to give you 3 things to help 3 key parts of your game: your full swing, your chipping, and your putting. So you have something, I bet, laying around the house, or maybe a lot of these things laying around the house, because when you go to a restaurant, you sit down and you go, what do I do with these things? How do I eat with 2 pointed sticks? Can I get a fork and a spoon maybe? Well, next time you go out and you get chopsticks, bring them home and use them to help your game. So let's just kick it off with full swing. So we're going to come down to the ground here. So I'm going to bring a ball in first. So we're going to put the ball down, and I'm going to line up one chopstick and point it right at the ball, and one back at the ball at an angle. So straight at it and at an angle. Now, when I swing, I want to trace this chopstick going back, and then when I swing down, I want to come down along this one. Most of the time your error is you come back on this chopstick and then come over the top or too steep, and you chop down on the ball on that chopstick. So this will help you get your path right. You're going to set up and go over this chopstick to the top, drop it in, go over that chopstick coming through, and you'll feel the correct path to your swing. And you don't have to do this at the golf course. You can do this at home and then take that same thing to the golf course when you hit golf balls. Now, chipping. Let me pick up our chopsticks here. So chipping. Now you're going to take the chopsticks and make them chipsticks. So you're going to take them, put one under this forearm, or this forearm, under this armpit, one under this armpit, and you're going to squeeze them in there. Now, when we chip, we don't want these chipsticks twisting and pointing behind us. We want to keep our chopsticks, chipsticks, faced straight ahead. See that? They aren't twisting and moving all over the place. I want to keep these still. So right here, I set up my chipping setup, and I'm keeping them nice and still as I chip the ball. The incorrect movement here, again, would be this one. I take it, and I twist them, and I do that. Those are pointed the wrong direction. Those are pointed behind me. So that's a tough way to chip. So keep them pointing straight ahead, right there. Come through, chip it, and they'll just point over there coming through. They won't get over here some crazy direction, and they won't be pointed back that way. Now, let's fix our putting. So one of the big errors in putting is a flippy wrist. So you're going to grab your golf glove and have a watch on or a wristband, anything, because you need 2 pieces to make this work. So you're going to put this in here, run it under your watch. So it's under your watch. And then you're going to close it in the Velcro of your glove. So now I got it locked in place. I can't flip that wrist. So when I putt, I've got a nice firm wrist when I go through, and I can't wiggle it. The stick keeps me from wiggling and breaking down. So the error would be that coming through, this keeps that from happening. So 3 great things with your chopsticks: a full swing, a chipping, and a putting drill to use with something real simple to help your game. Well, I always get excited with our pop culture segment, and this one is no different because we're going to talk about the song, the Pointer Sister song, "I'm So Excited and I Just Can't Hide It." Yeah, that song. The problem is you do it at the golf ball. You get in and you're too excited at the ball, and it just results in total craziness and chaos. Let's get into pre-shot routine and not get so excited to hit a golf ball. Here's what I want you to really focus on in this. When you get behind the ball and see your target line and where you're going, and you've taken your practice swing back here so you're ready to hit it. When you walk into the ball, you're going to walk to the side of it, right here. You're going to turn and you're going to calm yourself for just a second. You're going to get here with your grip, calm yourself down, look at your target, look where you're aiming, get set, put the club in there, move your feet into position, and calmly look at the target one more time, and then swing. What I see is players get in there, you guys walk in there and you get the club behind the ball too soon, you're aimed crooked and you're moving and you're not even looking, and then just swing. Or I see you so excited to hit it, you walk up and you put the club down and you never look where you're going and you get ready and you just swing. You've got to look where you're going, and that's where that calm moment comes. You walk in, you get here, you're nice and calm to the side of the ball, you relax, you see where you're aiming. I look where I'm going a couple times, and then I walk in and I get set and go. That keeps me calm. So I'm not Pointer Sisters ready to hit a golf ball. I'm not so excited that I can't hit it. So very important, be calm at the ball. Now, stay tuned. We got some more great stuff coming here in the Golf Kingdom, faster than one swing and one putt. Well, you want some great stuff, more secrets, tips to help your game? I need you to download the Golf Kingdom app. Yeah, go to your app store, download the app. Here you have daily tips from me. You've got all the shows right here in the show library, and then all the segments are broken out so you can get everything to help your game in full swing, chipping, putting. Go to your app store, get the Golf Kingdom app, try the 7-day free trial, and I guarantee you'll find all kinds of great stuff to help your game. Okay, almost enough. Gosh, I love coffee. Hey, welcome to the Golf Kingdom Kitchen. We're going to do something to help your game using things you may have around the kitchen. And that should be enough of that. We'll get back to the coffee later. But let's talk about your backswing. One of the big errors I see in the backswing is players that come back and they turn their shoulders to level this way. And they come back and they hit themselves in the chin with their shoulder. Second error is players that keep their head too still, and when you swing, your head stays right here and stays still. Now, this is where being in the kitchen will help us. So I've got one of these little long teriyaki Slim Jim kind of things here. So here's how you're going to use this to help your game. So you're going to take it, and you got to get one of the longer ones. You're going to put it in your mouth, okay? So first thing we're going to do is going to fix the flat shoulder turn move. So you're going to put it in your mouth, and you're going to swing and make sure your shoulder comes underneath it, just like that. So watch me. It goes like this, across my arms, and I come back and see I'm nowhere near it right here. And if I do it wrong, I hit myself in the arm. So if you're standing up, you're watching your video, you're standing up and turning flat shoulders, grab yourself a tasty treat like this, right here, right there. Now, to fix the loading in the backswing where you don't shift, the wrong way would look like this. This won't move. That would be wrong. Now I'm going to take it and move it over my back foot. Watch this. This would be the correct way. See how it's over there? That's the correct shift we want to have. So grab a tasty treat when you're in the kitchen. Practice your golf swing. Maybe you're making coffee. Grab this. Put it in your mouth. Shift over here. Or turn this way to get these two shoulder turn moves correct. All right. It is the KISS segment. Mwah. Keep it simple, Strano. Yes, KISS, K-I-S-S. Something simple to help your game. And one of the biggest struggles I see from my players that are trying to improve at the academy is the tempo they swing this stick. They really struggle to feel a tempo or figure one out. I'm going to help you figure one out. And it's a real simple way to do it, hence the KISS segment. All you're going to do is use your name if you can. I can't use my name, so I got to come up with one. So I'm going to use Angelina Jolie here. Yeah, I'm going to use her name to improve my tempo. Let me show you how this works. So I'm going to set up, and I'm going to say her name, and I'm going to drag out part of it in transition to calm my tempo. Watch how this works. Listen to this. Angelina Jolie. See how I got faster with their last name and impact? One more time. Angelina Jolie. Now my tempo is good. See, I can't use my last name because I have a B in the end of my first name. So it sounds like I'm going over speed bumps. Rob Strano. Won't work. You got to pick a name that works. Hence, I picked Angelina Jolie. Yeah, because it works, and yeah, because she's pretty darn cute. So here we go again, one last time. Pick a name. It can be your name, your wife's name, your kid's name, or, you know, a famous actress's name, but you're going to go Angelina Jolie. Work on that. Hear it in your mind. Say it out loud. Whatever you can do to get the tempo to swing this stick correctly. You want to be here, drag it out, and then slam that last name in right as you slam the club into impact. This has been, as usual, a KISS. Mwah. Keep it simple Strano tip for you. It's time for a putting service announcement. Yes, grab your putters. I got something to explain that I guarantee you do when you're warming up on the putting green. And if you do this, you're creating a big mental error in your putting as you go to play golf. Here's what happens. I'm going to tell you how to fix it. So you'll get a little 15-foot putt on the warm-ups, and you'll get over it, and you'll hit it, and it'll roll over there, and it'll come up short. And you'll walk over, and you'll go ahead and hit the putt, and you'll walk up, and you'll kind of half aim, and you'll hit it, and you miss it, and you go, oh my gosh, I just missed it. This is going to be a terrible day on the greens. Well, if you're worried about it going in, you've got to focus on making the putt, not just walk over and just tap it in. I see it all the time. You'll see a player, they'll lag a 20, 30 footer this close and just kind of walk up and kind of look at it and kind of hit it, and it misses, and they're shocked it missed. They're like, oh my gosh, I missed. This is going to be terrible on the course. If you're going to focus on the results of this, you have to prepare to make that putt. Come back with me over here again. Here's what I want you to do. In warm-ups, if you have this 15 and 20 footer and you knock it over there and it comes up short, and you're going to knock it in because you want to see the ball go into the hole, then I want you to get over here, line the line up on the ball, make sure the line on the ball is pointed at the hole, check your line. We call this sword in the academy. Line's right in the middle. Now I'm going to walk in. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to aim, and I'm going to make sure that I can make that putt. Now I've given myself confidence, and that's what we want to do to take it to the golf course. Stay tuned. Not only we got some more great stuff coming up here in the Golf Kingdom to help your game, but I got a great time to rise for you. You're not going to want to miss.
Chrome Soft isn't your typical tour ball. It's the modern tour ball. From cover to core, we've re-engineered every aspect of Chrome Soft to create our fastest, highest quality, most consistent tour ball ever. Breakthrough innovation has created more distance and built a ball for total performance. The new Chrome Soft. This ball changes everything.
It's our strategy segment, and today I am Honor Guard Rob presenting the colors, and we're going to talk about this thing right here. We're going to talk about the flag stick. Here's a quick quiz question for you. You ready? How many flag sticks do you see right now? How many? How many flag sticks do you see? Most of y'all said you see one. You know how many I see when I play a round of golf? I see 3 flag sticks when I look at this. And I'm going to explain why I see 3, and we're going to bring up an image of a golf hole that's going to help you see that. But as you look at this flag, you see this edge, the middle, and this edge. That's 3 flag sticks. It looks like that. An edge, the middle, and an edge. come over here to the 60-inch monitor. Let's talk about that and how that'll look. So we're going to bring up this image of this golf hole. So as you see this image of the golf hole, you can see the flag is in the back of the green here. It's in the back left of the green. If I'm bringing a right to left shot into this flag and I'm looking at 3 flag sticks, I never want the ball to get to this edge of the flag stick. I never want it to get there. It's going to come in. It's going to come into that edge. It's not going to cross that edge. It's definitely not going to get to the left edge and get over here where it can run down in the bunker. So it's kind of like I'm looking at a wall here. The ball's coming in and I never want it to hit the wall. If I'm going to hit a shot in the flags like right here in the middle, well, guess what? I'm aiming at that middle flag stick and I'm going to hit it right at that middle flag stick. Boom, right in the middle. If the flag's over here on the right, it's just the opposite of that. This ball's coming in this way and I never want it to get to this edge of the flag stick. It's going to come in and it's never going to hit the wall or that edge of the flag stick, and it's definitely not going to cross the flag and end up short-sighted in that bunker. So it's just a little mental trick of seeing 3 flag sticks and going, here's the flag stick and the ball is going to come into this edge of it and not cross it. Like it's a giant wall all the way up to the sky. I'm coming into that side of it and not crossing the face of it and getting yourself in trouble. So your strategy is see more than 1 flag stick and use that visual reference of that ball coming in like that and not getting to this edge to help you control where your ball ends up on the green, and that way you'll stay out of trouble. Okay, one of the fun things y'all love talking about is equipment out there. Yeah, y'all are a bunch of equipment nerds, I know it. Well, guess what? I am too. I love to mess around with equipment, and the thing we're going to discuss on the show is shafts, especially shaft flexes. So I've got a alignment stick here. So a shaft is designed to flex at a certain point and kick at a certain point. This alignment stick is super flexible, so it might be similar to a ladies flex or a senior flex shaft, something you'd use if you had a very low swing speed and needed something to give you some pop and some jump at the ball. What I did was I grabbed my launch monitor and I hit 5 shots with 5 different shafts. 4 of the shafts were correct and 1 incorrect, and 1 shaft was correct. That was mine. So 4 wrong ones and 1 correct one. I'm going to show you the data for all these shots now. So ready? Here comes the video. This is a ladies flex shaft and it's the first shot I hit. So here we go. Boom. Look at it. It's going way to the right. Oh my gosh. The carry. Look at the carry number right underneath my feet here. It only went 144 yards and the ball speed was 97.3, but it went nowhere. Club speed 76.1. So this was a 144 yard 7-iron that just went a mile to the right, weak and right. Here's the second one. The second one is a senior flex shaft. There it goes off to the right again. Club head speed 82, carry 163.4. So that number right there, we gained from 144 to 163. So I gained a little more at the senior flex shaft, but it's still not anywhere near right for me. Now, the next shaft is an R flex shaft, a regular flex shaft. Let's see where this goes. It's a little less right. Club head speed was up 168 yards. So I gained 5 yards from a senior flex to a regular flex. Now, let me give the intro for this one before we play it, because this is my club. This is a shot I hit with my club next. Let's see. Look at those numbers at the bottom. Let's see where this one goes. Here we go. Off the club. Just a little bit to the right. 93 miles an hour, 186 yards with my 7-iron. So we started off, 144 at the ladies club, mine 186. So there's a 42-yard difference between me hitting a ladies flex shaft and mine. Now there's one more. It's an X flex. Let's see what the X flex does here. Let's look at this number right here. X flex, a little slower club head speed. I lost 3 miles an hour. And look, the ball went off to the left side of that line. So it was a little bit of a double cross to the left, but I lost yardage. So therefore, you can see how this shaft is correct. So golf nerds out there, equipment nerds, be sure your shafts are fitted correctly for you. We have one of the best Callaway club fitters at my academy. So if you want to drop by and see me and have my guy fit you for the correct shafts and clubs, set up a time and we'll get this shaft right for your game. Okay, we're bringing the fire, we're bringing the flames, we're bringing the heat, we're bringing the time to rise message. And this is something that's really a passion of mine when it comes to helping your golf games. And it's helping you think correctly. So let's talk about I'll make it, or I'll miss it, or gosh, I'm not going to make anything today. Some of those thoughts you have when you're practicing putting on the green. And I hear them all the time. You'll miss a putt and go, well, gosh, I guess I'm not going to make any today. And you'll make one and you'll go, gosh, I'm leaving them all on the practice green. That's the wrong thought. That's completely not the way to think. And it's not the way tour players think. We don't think that way. If I'm making putts on the putting green, man, I can't wait to get out there on the golf course. If I'm missing putts on the green, you know what? It doesn't matter. My speed's good. I'm hitting good putts. When I get in the golf course, I'm going to get my line right. I'm going to make a ton of putts out there. We never walk out there thinking we're going to miss. We always walk out there thinking we're going to make. So think about this. If you're in the putting green and you miss one or you make one, and your same thought is, I guess I'm not going to make it on the golf course, that's impossible. A make and a miss can't equal the same thing. I need you to get your brain screwed on right. I need you to think like this guy right here thought in the movie, The Hoosiers. Check out this one. What did Jimmy Chitwood say? Jimmy said, I'll make it. And in the movie, for Hickory, what did he do to win the state championship? He made it. One of the greatest movies and one of the greatest movie scenes with him saying, I'll make it. That's how I want you to think on the golf course. I'll make it. Heck, think in life. Think in life, you know what? I got it. I'm going to do this. If you think that all the time, you'll be surprised how many things go your way on the golf course or in that meeting or in that discussion with friends. Think about it. I'm going to make it and go make more putts on the golf course. I am the champion. I am the champion. My crew are losers. Except Webster, she knocked me out. So I can't say that, can I? Okay, let's just forget about that. Let's bring in our Stranotes and review the show. First off, we talked about using my golf swing, why the correct change is most important, and if you do the wrong thing, it can have very adverse effects to your swing. So that's why it's important to get the great coach to make sure you do the right thing to help your game. Then I talked about tempo and how saying your name the right way will teach you how to swing the club at the correct speed at the right moment. So using your name helps you with your tempo. Last thing was the equipment section. I showed the importance of having the clubs fit for you the right way by hitting 5 different shafts, 4 wrong ones, and my shaft, and you saw why mine was fit perfectly for me. So equipment and club fitting is very important. Now, you want more Golf Kingdom stuff? Be sure you download our app. Go to the App Store, get the Golf Kingdom app, and you get the daily feed from me every day. All the shows are there, all the segments are there. And if you want online lessons from me, your host, Rob Strano, you can get them there at the app. Also, if you have an Alexa device, ask Alexa to enable the Golf Kingdom skill, and you get a free audio tip from me, your host, every day to help your game. And as always, you can check us out everywhere on social media with all the fun stuff we do in the Golf Kingdom to help your game. Thanks for joining us here on the Golf Kingdom.